learn data visualization with Power BI? Here you can learn it. Hi, this is Krupali from KnowHow Academy. So let's start with me. So let me tell you first what you are going to learn in this video. In this video, you will learn why there is a need of data visualization. Second, what is data visualization? And third, how you can perform data visualization with Power BI. So let me tell you first why there is a need of data visualization. So let me explain you with this scenario. Imagine you have a data of online food delivery system. Now from that data, you want to identify how many customers you have, how many orders you delivered within particular date range. So if you go to the Excel file and if you want to find out that question, so you need to every time you need to filter it. Or if the data is stored in database, then you should write a query based on your requirement. So this is a tedious process. Why? Because non-IT person cannot write a query. And if every time we need to write a query based on our requirement, so it's not a correct way of getting a data. So how we can do that? So whatever data we have in Excel file or in a SQL server or in any database server, we need to represent the data using graph and charts, or you can say a pictorial representation of a data. So anyone that can be an IT person or that can be a non-IT person can see the visuals and interpret the result, or can understand what data is about and what data is saying. So that's why there is a need of data visualization. Now the next thing is, what is data visualization? Data visualization means whenever you have a text data, numeric data or any mixed kind of data, and you represent that data using graph and charts, or you can say a pictorial representation of the data, that is called data visualization. In market, there are n number of softwares are available to perform data visualization. That can be a Power BI, Tableau, Python. Using this many things, you can perform data visualization. But in this video, I will tell you about how you can perform data visualization using Power BI. Why Power BI? Because Power BI is a very interactive software, and a non-IT person can also perform data visualization and make charts and graph like that. So let's start practical implementation. Now before going ahead, let me first tell you what is dashboard. Let me show you first. Now see, this is a simple page, or you can say a page where reports, different type of charts you can see. That chart is telling us entire story, what is going on in the data. So this is called dashboard. You can make one dashboard, you can make multiple dashboard, and so on. So here this dashboard is about bed orders. This dashboard is about loco availability. This dashboard is about car load, and the data is loaded from some data source. So you can develop this type of dashboard using Power BI. So let's start. To perform a data visualization in Power BI, first of all you need to install Power BI in your computer. So let's see how you can do that. You can search for Power BI, download. Then you can go to the download links and you can download Power BI in your computer. The second thing is that if you have Microsoft account, so you can go to Microsoft Store and here you can search for Power BI. So this app will be there, and I already installed. From here also you can install the app and you can open it. I already opened that app, that's why install button is not visible. So I can open directly from here. And you can connect your Power BI with different data source. So let's say if you want to make your first Power BI dashboard, So you need to take a blank report. After installing Power BI, you need to load data into the Power BI. Now you may have a question, what is data? So data is basically a raw thing or a raw information from which you want to visualize the result. To learn a data visualization, one must know the concept of data modeling. Now what is data modeling? Data modeling is that how many tables are there in database, how the tables are connected with each other, what type of relationship exists between two tables or many tables. So this is called data modeling. Here in this video, I will use online food delivery database. I have online food delivery data in my Excel sheet. If you have data in your SQL server, if you have data in Azure, if you have data in CSV file, from any data source you can load the data. I have one Excel file. The name of the Excel file is online food delivery database. Now in this Excel file, several sheets are there. Now one of the sheet name is customer table, which contain the information about the customer. Then the second sheet contain the information about the delivery person, and order master can contain the information about order. Then customer cart, menu group, menu item, order detail, payment mode, and any other offer is there or not. So this all sheets contain the information about the different data. Now to perform a data visualization in Power BI, first I need to load the data into my Power BI. So how I can do that? So open the Power BI, and here you can click on get data and click on Excel workbook, and here also there is one option called Excel workbook, and from whatever location your data has, data is there, you can click and open it. So automatically whatever data is there in Excel file, it will be loaded into the Power BI, and it will ask you to select tables. Okay, so here it will automatically detect that in this Excel file this many tables are there. So you can select any one table or you can select multiple table as your wish. So I am selecting the customer table, then delivery person table. Okay, once you click on the any name of the table, you can preview data here, what type of data is there in that. Okay, then menu group, then menu item, then order detail, order master, then payment detail and payment mode. Okay, so I am loading here several tables, but depending on your requirement you need to load the data. Okay, so let me load it. Okay, so data is loaded into my Power BI. Now here in Power BI data section, you will able to see what tables or what sheet data you have loaded into the Power BI. So we have loaded a customer table, delivery person table and so on. So this is your data section pane where you can see what tables are there. Now here in right hand side, you can, first view is report view where you can create reports. The second is table view. So table view is there, you can see the data in a tabular format. So you can select any of the table and data you can see it in a different tabular format. Now here the third option is model view. So here you can see that how tables are related with each other and what type of relationship exists between two or more than two tables. And the third one is DAX query view. So if you have any DAX query, then you can see that, but right now we are not going in DAX query. First we will go step by step. Okay, so let's click on the report view. Now here, first of all, from data we need to make sure that what type of insights we want to get the data. So let's say from this data I can get insights of how many customers I have, from different region how many customers are there, from how many order amount I get, and in each day or on each month number of order I get using a particular payment method. first of all you need to understand what types of answers I want from that particular data. So for that you need to start developing the visual. Okay, so let's go to the Power BI. We have loaded a data. The next thing is that we need to save the Power BI file. So click here on a save. Okay, so you can save it wherever place you want. You can save it in OneDrive, you can save it in your local computer, anywhere. So I am saving it in my let's say here in D drive in this Python data folder. So it will be saved, and my name of the file is, let's say, demo YouTube, and click on save. And default extension of the Power BI file is .pbix. Okay, so Power BI file is saved with the demo YouTube.pbix, and you can see where it was saved and so on. The next thing, you need to understand the transform data. So let's say you have a data. Sometime what happen in data, you may have some missing value, you may have incorrect value. So you can transform data by going to home, and here there is a transform data, and click on transform data. Now here a new query window will appear, and that query window name is Power Query Editor. So let's click on refresh. Now here sometime what happened, the data whatever you have loaded, there may missing column names are there. Sometime you can the data itself contain a column name. So you can try out this different options, and you can perform some data cleaning operation. So basically data cleaning operation means if the data is there, it contains some wrong information, or it has some missing value, so I need to correct it before visualizing the data. Why? Because if with incorrect value we visualize the data, we may get wrong insights from the data. Now let's say here in a customer table, let's say I don't have any missing information is there, so we can go ahead. But here if you want to check it out, how many rows are blank, how many columns are there, how many columns values are there, what is the name of the column, and so on, so you can check it out here. So let's say here the name of the column is CUS_first name. You can double click and you can remove it, and you can give your custom name. Customer first name. Same way you can rename other column also. Here if needed you can join two tables by performing a merge query. But right now we are not going in the advanced step, but I'll show you I am giving the overview of this Power Query Editor. Okay, you can split column, you can create first row as a header, and so on. And here you can check the column quality. So column quality, by checking the column quality, you can easily identify how many valid values are there, how many values are there which erroneous values, and how many values are empty value. So here you can see that in this table, customer table, there are 100% valid values are there is no error, so 0% error, and there is a 0% empty values are there. But in real life there may be a situation you may get some erroneous value, you may get some null value, so you need to do that. So you need to perform the data cleaning operation. So we do not need to perform data cleaning operation because our data is clear. So we can click here and click on close and apply. Okay, so close and apply is for if you are doing any changes and you want to save permanent in table, so you need to perform close and apply. If you want to apply, so it will be saved, but the Power Query Editor will not close, so you need to manually close it. So I already perform a save and close, you can perform as per your requirement. So this is the data. Now here the main thing is started, data visualization. So whenever you are performing data visualization, you should be very much clear about the elements of the charts. Now what is the elements of chart? Let me explain you. Let's say this is one chart. The name of the chart is bar chart. Now in bar chart there are two axes. So this is called y-axis and this is called x-axis. So you should be very much clear about what I want to present on x-axis and what I want to present on y-axis. Then this is called title of the chart, that is heading of the chart. Now here you can see 0M, 10M and 20M. So these are called values of the axis. So here the x-axis value is this and y-axis value is this. Also you want to display x-axis is represented what? So here you can see that this is a title of a x-axis. So this is representing the total of 2020-2029. And here y-axis represent the commodity. So this is called x-axis title and this is called y-axis title, and this is the title of the chart. Now sometime what happen, when you are presenting a chart, you need to represent the legends. Legends means what? See here this is called legends. Now here in this pie chart, what this color is about, what this orange color is about, what this sky color is about. So here it is called legend, which will give the summary that this is the meaning of this color, this is the meaning of this color. So you should very much clear about what I want to represent as a legends, what I want to represent as a x-axis, what I want to represent on x-axis, what I want to represent on y-axis, and what I want to display in legends. Okay, you will not understand it immediately, but for that you need to practice a lot. So let's start making our dashboard and make a practice of data visualization. So open our file and let's start with the requirement. So here is my requirement. You can have several requirements from the data, but for this demo purpose I have prepared 5 requirements. Okay, so let's see the first requirement. My first requirement from the data is that how many customers are there from different region. So what I will do, first of all, in data section I will go to the data section and try to identify from which table I can get the data of customer. Now in requirement I want to know the total number of customer from different region. Region may be one of the column in the customer table. So here I can see that customer table contain the information about the customer. So let me go here and you can see that this is the equal. Here you can see that this is a customer table which contain the customer first name, last name, email ID and so on. And here there is one column called region. So yes, that requirement you can satisfy using a customer table. So let's go there. Here in visualization pane, different inbuilt charts are there. This entire line of the chart represent the different bar chart. This is called stacked bar chart, this is called stacked column chart, this is called clustered bar chart, clustered column chart, then 100% stacked bar chart and 100% stacked column chart. So if you want to compare two categorical value with some numerical value, at that time you can take a bar chart. Not two categorical value, sometime more than two categorical value also you can present it. So let's develop a chart for that. So let's say I am taking a stacked bar chart and my first requirement is that how many customers are there from different region. So for this bar chart I need to make sure that what information I will present on which axis. So here if you click on this, here you will see x-axis, y-axis and what fields you want to edit. Then you can see here the x-axis and what fields you want to hear. Here there is a legend field is also there and so on. Here from customer table I need one column called region column, and I want to count the number of customer. So using any of the column you can perform the count, but for general way I will take customer email column and I will count. Why? Because customer email is a unique, so there is a no duplication values are there in customer email, so we will not counting one customer twice, but it depends on your choice what columns you want to add. Okay, so here on y-axis I want to add a column region. And remember, when you are representing the information bar chart, one of the axis contain categorical value and one of the axis contain numerical value. Now what is the meaning of categorical value? Let me show you. Now here in this table, the region information contain any text value, that is west region, north region, south region. So this is called categorical value. Numeric value, here there is no numeric value, but let's say here in order table you have a column called price, sorry, not in order table but in menu item table you have a column called price, so this is called numerical value. In customer chart there is no numeric column, so what I can do, I can perform some calculation on numeric column or non-numeric column and then I can represent. So let's say I want to perform a counting operation, so I will take a customer email column and perform a count and then I will get some numeric value. So let's go there. We have set the region information on y-axis. Now on x-axis I want to represent some numbers. So what I can do, you can drag that email and put it here. So automatically Power BI will detect that I need to count the customer email. So you can click here and you can perform any other operation. Let's say you want to perform count distinct, you want to perform only the value, or you want to perform rename, so you can do it by here. So your first Power BI chart is ready for data visualization. So what you can understand by seeing this chart? So here you can see that there are 33 customers are there, and or you can say a maximum customers are there from the west region. You may feel that this information is in very light color font and in represent in small font. How you can make this font size bigger or to give a customized header to the chart? So here you need to give click on format your visual and click on y-axis. Now here you want to change the style of the font. Let's say here this style I want, and I want to increase the size of the font. So you can see that y-axis font converted into this Georgia and the size is also increased. Now if you want to change the color, you can change it by here. Let's say I want to convert it into black, so you can see that. Now title. Now this title is for what you want to represent. So I want to represent, here the title is auto. That means whatever the name of the column, automatically it will show. So let's say you want to give any customized title, so you can write like that, region of customer. Okay, so whatever title text you have given, it will appear here. You can increase the size of the title and you can increase the you can change the style of the font also. Same way, if you click on layout, what type of layout, what is the minimum height of a category, so you can change it. Let's say here I am making it increase or decrease, so you can change it. The next thing is y-axis information. So what can be the minimum value on y-axis? Sorry, this is x-axis. So let's say what things you want to keep it as a minimum number and maximum number. So by default it will start with 0 and end with whatever the maximum values are there as per our database. So you can change the font size, you can change the color here, same way for y-axis. Let me go here again. So you can change it, and also you can give a color to that. Okay, so this way you can customize your x-axis and y-axis value. The next thing is grid line. So let's say here if you want to show the grid line, so this way grid line will show. If you keep it very light, it will not be clearly visible, and you can select the style of a grid. Then bar. So apply all categories to bar. So let's say here if you select west category, so this will be the color. For let's say for north category you want to keep this color, and let's say from east category you want to keep the color this, and let's say for south you want this color. So each and every bar also you can color it. The next thing is that how you can give proper title to the chart. So you need to go to the format your visual, and inside that you need to go to general, go to the title and write your own title. So you can see that different, or you can say total customer from different region, and you can increase the size and you can align the text. So this way your chart is ready. You can give background color and so on. So I keep these things up to you, that you can try out this different formatting option on your developed chart, and you can do that. So this is my stacked bar chart. Now if you want to convert that stacked chart into column chart, so select this chart and select. So automatically it will be converted into column. You can easily understand that maximum number of customers are from west region and minimum number of customers are from south region. So you can develop a charts. Now one important thing is that you can switch on the data labels. Now what is data label? Data label means what this height means. So this means 33 customers. So you can go here and switch on the data labels, and you can also increase the size of the font, and you can also style it, but that is on your based on upon your choice. Okay, where you want to put it. Okay, so let's say you want to put this field or anything else, you can select it. So this way you can switch on the data labels. You can also change the background color, you can set the transparency of the visual and so on. So keep trying that and try to learn it. So this way you can draw a bar chart. One important thing is that here legends. Now legends means what? Let me just drag city here and see what happened. So here your entire bar is divided into different city. So basically there are 4 different cities are there: Albany, Concord, Santa Fe and Trenton. And you can see that from west region, from the Albany city in west region this many customer, in Albany city from north region this many customer, in Albany city in east region that many customer, and so on. So it will divide entire bar into whatever the legends informations are there, and always put a textual information inside the legends. Don't put too many different values in a legends. You can also format the legends, like let's say here go to the formatting and go to the legends, and where you want. So let's say you want it in a center, or you want it in a here, but this does not look good. So I want it in a top center, and I can also change the font color, font style and font height. Okay. You can try out the different option. This is called the bar chart with legends. The next chart type is clustered chart. So if you want this chart into a cluster, let's see what happened. You can see here In this, one bar is divided into number of city. And here if you click on this chart, there are different bar for different city. Let's say if I convert it into that. So for West region, different 4 city, and you can easily compare that from West. So from Concord city, from West region, maximum customers are there. So this is called, we are going deep one step inside the chart. So you can draw this type of chart also, and this chart is called clustered column chart, and if you want to keep it like this, so this is called cluster bar chart. So I like a column chart, so I am keeping as it is. The next thing is 100% stacked bar chart, and I am clicking here. It will show a percentage value from each region in each city. So you can see that from East region in Albany city, 33.33% of customers are there, and so on. If you click like this, so here this way 100% stacked bar chart will display. And what is the speciality of 100% stacked bar chart? The speciality of 100% stacked bar chart is that each bar has an equal size, but the division of each bar is depend on the what value you mention in the legends. So this way you can draw bar chart. The next chart, let me show you a line chart. So basically when you want to show the trends of something, let's say what are the number of order I received based on this day, based on a January month, based on Sunday, and so on. So whenever you want to represent the value with respect to trends, at that time you can take a line chart. Now remember, in line chart always x-axis display the date information. Date information can be day, month, year or quarter, or it can be all the things. So let me show you. So here my second requirement is that how many numbers of order I received on each month. So let's say this is one table with, this is called order detail table. Now in order detail table there is one column called order date. So based on this field I can get an idea that how many numbers of order I received based on each day. So always on x-axis, as I told you, display the date information. Once you drag the field date, so automatically year, quarter, month and day information will be there. Now you want to find out how many orders are there. So what you can do, you can drag this order. Okay, let me just give me a second. You can drag this order ID here on y-axis, and instead of sum you want to count distinct. So here you can see that there are only 22 year and 1 orders are there. So what is the meaning of that? Whatever data I have, that is only 22 year data is there. So I don't want to keep year, but I want to keep quarter. So basically only quarter 3 information is there, and you can see that month and day. So let's say in January month I got an order of, if we just keep over here, so you will get an idea. So in July month I get this many order, and in August month I am getting this many order. So let's say if I search switch on the data labels, so you can get there are 32 orders, and here this is a 62 orders are there. So here a line chart will display some trends of that. Okay, now this line cannot be like this, or line cannot be vertical, slant vertical, horizontal. Line can be in any shape, but depending on the data. Here I have one more table. The name of the table is order master table. So I did not load it, so let me load it, that table again. From that we will get an exact idea of order, don't worry. Okay, so let me just remove this, and here this is order master table. Now from order master table I want a data of month only. So let's say different month, and I want order ID, and okay, here also from you can see like that. Okay, so both table contain same data, so you are getting the result like that. Okay, let's say instead of month you want to represent on each day how many orders are there and with respect to month, and not sum is not the good thing, here count. So here you can see that in every day I am getting two orders in each day of each month. So it's this way data can be visualized, but if your data is something like this, let's say some variation is there in your data, so your line chart will look like this also, but that's depend on your data. The next thing is about the pie chart. I'm not covering all the chart in this video, but I'm covering the most important chart and show you the practical. Okay, so let me take a pie chart. Whenever you want to represent how many categories are contributing in particular way, so that time you can represent the pie chart. So let's say I want to see how many different payment methods are there and how much percentage of payment I am getting from each payment method. So what you can do here in this chart, I want to display a payment mode, so you can write payment mode, not in legends here. Sorry, here one important thing I forget to tell you is that in pie chart there is no x-axis and y-axis, there is only legends and values are there. So you can represent the payment method name here and how many payment you received. So since payment table and order master table is connected with each other, so I need to find out the payment ID. Okay, so payment mode ID is there and you can print it. So count of payment. So using each and every payment method, this much amount I get. So let's say Apple Pay so I am getting 13% of payment from the Apple Pay, then 13% of payment from the PayPal and so on. So pie chart will look like this. Other than this, if you want to convert it into a donut chart, so here one big circle is there, so you can represent any blank value inside that, and the circle is same as the pie chart. The next important chart is card chart. So let me show you what it is. So card chart is displaying the summary information, or you can say the what is the total number of income I received, how many total number of customers. So it represents the entire value. Okay, so let's say here I want to check it out, how many amount I get based on all orders. So there is one column called payment amount. So if I keep it, so you can see that till now I got 8.83k payment from this. So automatically it will do the sum. Now here in card chart there is only one field and the name of the field is that. Why? Because it represents the summary information. You can present the average, minimum, maximum, count, standard deviation, variation, median, but that is also depending on your requirement. Okay, so you can explore this all charts and try to draw each and every chart in detail. We have already video of each and every chart with the specific requirement. So I hope you get an idea that how you can perform data visualization in Power BI. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as your source of IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate to the tech world. If you have any question, don't hesitate to reach out us. It has been a pleasure to share this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.